All right, the last of my Dynamis blade reviews until I decide to spend more money. Dynamis does make some really nice stuff. It does have a very high price point, so I only own a couple of these, but this is the Midnight Crusader, an updated version of their Crusader knife, which has a more of a metallic silver looking blade here. But this one's all kind of blacked out, super nice. It is double edge, right? So there's a very sharp edge on this side, and there's a minor edge on this side. So right there, yeah, you can feel it a little bit. So it does have jimping right here on the thumb, jimping over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4 different spots of jimping to kind of prevent that, keep that grip. If you read my book, The Combatives Blueprint, or my other bladed combatives book on military bladed combatives I have coming out, you know the importance of having a good grip, not only for self-defense or military application, but just for general safety. If you're going to be using a knife for utilitarian purposes, you don't want your hand slipping forward, especially on something that's double-edged, because if it slides forward onto the blade, you can cut yourself. Now, you may be thinking, what is with the hook here? What an unusual blade shape. If you've taken Dynamis Alliance's online blade courses, they've got two. So one free one, and then they've got two ones that you have to pay for. The first one, the free one, general safety one, you might as well just go ahead and sign up for that. I'll drop some links down below. It's worth checking out. The first one has a lot to do with drawing the blade, which you're going to get a lot of good reps on. But specifically for Blade Work 2, this kind of knife supports a lot of the movements you do in Blade Work 2. So they prefer to operate in reverse grip, and so do a lot of the bladed systems I studied, like Western Piper methods. But specifically, this hook is here because they use it as an arm drag, right? So their template that they do essentially shot to the face for blinding, and then you move to the blind side and you hook the arm like an arm drag motion, kind of using this back edge, and you pull on the arm, so dragging it across. So either it sinks into the arm and cuts, or he goes with it and you are capable of doing a very effective arm drag. So that's what that hook is for, that curve. So it is designed to catch limbs and to pull them towards you. Dynamis Alliance is a Christian-based company started by Dom Rosso, former member of SEAL Team 6, right? So he knows a thing or two about combat and combatives, and been surrounded by people who are at the highest tiers of our military. He's a Navy SEAL. I won't hold that against him as a Green Beret, but I do appreciate all of his service. A little inside joke there for our military operators. There's a friendly rivalry that goes on between different branches of special operations community. Anyway, Midnight Crusader. I like the grip. This, you can see, like, it looks like contour lines. Does provide a little bit of texture. And the jimping, again, the 4 spots of jimping, which feels good forward grip, feels good reverse grip, also provides some nice texture. I really like this one. I'm not sure which one is my favorite, the Dynamis or the Midnight Crusader. I was surprised that the Midnight Crusader felt a little bit smaller. It doesn't look much smaller, but it felt small. It feels a little bit smaller in my hands. You can see I feel like this one's a little bit thicker, the Dynamis blade, but I like it. Might be my new favorite knife. I'm not sure. Or the Dynamis blade. Close. I've been carrying this one a lot longer. This one, the state I'm currently in, does not allow for a double-edged carry, so I haven't got much chance to actually carry it outside. Basically been wearing it around my house and kind of testing it out that way. But looking forward when I move back to a state with more loose knife laws, something I can carry and put to good use in utilitarian purposes and whatever else I may need it for. It does come with a very nice waterproof box, just like all their products. Again, this opens up. Key to lock it, if you will, if you want to. Blade oil to keep it fresh. Discount codes, coupons in there, stickers for their online blade training. Also comes with this cloth here to kind of keep your blade clean, use the oil on it, etc. I've talked about their sheaths before. If you watch any of my other videos, real quick, sheaths are the best. And that's, to me, what really makes... I mean, a blade is a blade, but, you know, they can have a lot of good features. But the sheath, if the sheath's not good, it's not something you can physically carry. And Dynamis Alliance makes the best sheaths. Whatever blade you choose, again, these are the same tooth sheaths. It doesn't matter whether you go with one of their like G10 products, or you go with their Dynamis blade, or you go with their Crusader blade. It is the same sheath. They all fit, which is amazing. Which means once you get used to that setup, you don't have to learn a new setup every time you switch knives or switch clothes, whatever. It all works the same. And then this is one of their trainers. This is actually, I think, their Razorback trainer. But you can see the shape is not that much different, right? So this is the one that matches this knife specifically. But it all fits about the same. And actually, I like my trainers to be a little bit shorter. That way I know when I touch a target with the trainer, it means this part is already inside whatever I was aiming at. So this one is, you can see, is a little bit shorter. So I like the fact that this is actually a tiny bit shorter than the actual models. And best of all, the trainer fits with the same as the live sheath. Such an amazing concept. If I was creating a knife company, I would do a lot of the things that Dom Rosso did with Dynamis Alliance. Go check them out. I'm going to drop a bunch of links in the show notes down below. They are a Christian company, and I tend to like when brands align with my personal values. So again, not a mandatory requirement, but it is something that is nice, especially when you're working with stuff that, if required, and the self-defense required it, can be used to harm others, right? So you always want to coat things in a good code of ethics. That way we can stay with not only within the bounds of law, but within our own personal ethical considerations. And if you want more information about that, check out my book, The Combative's Blueprint. Drop some links down below. You can check out my website, teamstrengthspeed.com. Also, check out my Patreon, patreon.com/GreekCombatives. It goes through, currently as I'm recording this, we're going through a couple different knife systems online with an online group, training them and certifying them in those specific systems. So check that out. Check out the Crusader, or specifically the Midnight Crusader for this one. We'll catch you guys in the next video.